Oh, that wasn't a bad cast. Hey, my name's Gerald Bauer. I work as a fisheries biologist, a scientist who studies fish. I do that for the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission, and I've been doing that for 20-some years now. But even before that, I've been a fisherman my whole life. In fact, I've been a fisherman so long I can tell you some stories about, well, some times when I didn't know how to cast as well. And it's important to master some of those outdoor skills, like fishing skills, like casting. For example, we can do a simple overhead cast just by pointing that rod where we want to cast, and then I push the button on my push button reel here, hold the button in, and bring the rod back over my head, back towards my ear. And then as I come forward, I'm going to release that button somewhere in here, and the line can freely go out there. And if I get the timing right, it'll be a pretty good cast. If it's a little off, I'll just reel in and practice some more. That wasn't too bad. Well, those outdoor skills, like some casting skills, are important. When you're fishing, it's also important to have some science skills. For example, knowing some things about the biology of the fish. We all know what fish are. They're those animals that live in the water. And we know that fish have things like scales and gills. They have a variety of fins that allow them to steer themselves through the water, like dorsal fins on the top. This is the anal fin down here. The tail fin is called the caudal fin. And then this is a pectoral fin, and these are pelvic fins, and those all help the fish to steer themselves through the water. Another feature that fish have is a lateral line that you can see on the side of the fish, and that's a sense that they use to sense water movements or even the movements of other critters in the water. It's important to know those things, and it's important to know that there's a variety of fish found in our waters. There's about 100 different species of fish that can be found in Nebraska waters, and anglers may catch as many as 20, 30, even 40 of those different species. So it's important to know the difference between a bluegill that I have here and a rock bass. Both of them are members of the sunfish family. There's a lot of things I like about them, but there's some differences, and you have to know those differences if you want to catch those species of fish. So it's important to master and have some of those skills, both the science skills and the outdoor skills. I've learned over the years that all of those skills, the outdoor and science skills, are important for me to be the best fisheries biologist and the best angler that I can be.